Hi everyone, this is John again for 5S Warehouse. If you've seen some of the previous videos that we've created here for the Customize It software, you have a pretty good idea of how to use the software, how to use the design features, and how to create some of your some really great custom floor tape and floor signs here. We covered some stuff over in the introductory video and did kind of an overview of everything. And now we're going to take kind of a deep dive into floor signs. So what I'm going to do is do 3 different versions of floor signs here for you, just to show you what all you can create with the software. So the first thing here, we are on the floor signs page, and you're presented with a number of custom shapes that you can start with. Circle, triangle, diamond, and so on here. There are also some down below here that have black diagonals and white diagonals. So we're going to jump into a few of those here. And the first thing that we're going to start with here is the diamond shape, or the triangle shape, excuse me. And we're going to do kind of a caution sign here, just kind of a typical thing that you would see. People love the floor signs. They're very popular. They're great for facilities where forklifts are moving around and you need to sort of maintain sort of some traffic flow there. They're very useful for that. So let's jump into the triangle shape here by clicking on that. And of course, what you'll get is a customized button here. And of course, you have to hit this button before you can add it to the cart because this is a custom design. All right, so we'll hit that. And you, of course, like many of the other shapes and floor tapes, you're presented with a message that talks about the background color. Hopefully you've seen that by now. So what you'll do is just click right on the background color here to choose the color. And in this case, we're going to choose a yellow. It's a typical warning caution sign here. And what we'll do is jump into our icons here over on the left-hand side. We have the arrows to start out with here, but I actually want to choose a pedestrian looking guy here. So as we go through our various sets here, I believe he is right there. Yep, there he is. So we click him once to put him onto the canvas, and we can click off of it here just to see what we're looking at. So I want to make this a little bit smaller here so he fits onto the sign. So I'm going to put him right at the top here. And of course, we could resize him and put him wherever we need him to go. We can use our arrow keys to move up and down to get him just into the right place where we want him on the canvas. And then since it's the caution sign here, we're going to add text to the canvas. So we'll go ahead and click in here, and I will type in our caution message, select all of the text, and in our fonts, we're going to pick Impact, since that is a nice, bold, big, very hard to miss font. And again, we'll select all of our text, and we're going to make this a black color. And the box moves up here to fit on the screen. So we'll choose the black color there and click off of this. And we'll make this caution message a lot bigger so that it can be seen. So you can imagine a floor sign like this in a warehouse where forklifts are running by and employees are running by. It'd be a nice addition to your facility to have a floor sign like this for the forklift operators and really for pedestrians as well, just to make sure that everyone's cautious and everyone is safe moving around the facility. So again, there's our sign, pedestrian guy, and caution message, and we are all set. We're good on this. Nothing else to do here. So we're going to submit this design. We get a preview of it before we move into the product page here, and of course we could hit the X if we want to keep editing here. But I'm happy with this, so we're going to hit the check mark, and it saves, and the preview image shows up here on the left. I'm happy with how this looks. So the next step here is we are going to choose the size and the set that we want. So we have a couple different sizes set up for our floor signs. We tried to pick the most popular stuff to put on top. The 24-inch set of 2, 36-inch set of 1, 16-inch set of 3, 48-inch set of 1. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is pick the 48-inch, the biggest that we got, because I got a big space that I need to fill. These will come in a set of 1, so it's one sign. If you were to choose, say, set of 2, then your quantity here would increase by that factor there. So, say for instance, if I wanted a quantity of 3, it's a set of 2, so I would get 6 signs in this order. But for this case, I'm going to order the 48-inch, which is a set of 1, which means in this case, if I have a quantity of 3, I'll get 3 signs. All right, so we're going to add to the cart. And there's some other ones, there's some other items there that were from previous videos. I'm just going to go ahead and remove those using the remove link over here on the right. There we go. So there's our caution sign that we just created, and we would be all set to order this here. But I'm going to create a couple more signs just so you can see all the capabilities of our software here. So I'm going to go back into floor signs. And this time I'm going to do a stop sign with a custom logo on it. So what we'll do, again, obviously we want the octagon for a stop sign. We'll click on that. Here's the product page, and we wait for the customize this design button to load there. It loads pretty quick, so we'll click there. And the software loads, and again we get our message about the background. So we'll close that, and we're going to make this a red stop sign. Now for this we could choose the typical red stop sign color, or the typical Mighty Line color that is provided here. But actually I want to choose a custom red here. I want to make this a little bit darker. It's a little bit darker than what you'd normally see, just because this, I want a red that is particular to my brand here. So this will be just a little bit darker than what we normally get. Of course, you could hit the art button here, and that would save your custom colors for you. So I've chosen my my custom red color here. We are going to create a stop sign. So we want to click into the canvas here, and we're going to choose Arial Black for this font. And of course, a stop sign would have a white color here to make it easy to read. I'm going to move back to our standard color set and choose white here. And I'll type in stop. Oops. Yeah, when you choose to enter in a whole new bit of text, you need to go back in and choose your options again. So we're going to go ahead and hit white again, choose Arial Black again, and click off. I'm going to make this much bigger than it is. There we go. I want that to be really big and really obvious. And in this case, we want to make sure we have that centered here. In this case, we want to make sure that we have an added little instruction here underneath that says to look both ways. So we're going to go ahead and add this. We're going to use lowercase letters here. Look both ways. And we're going to make this, actually we're going to make this Arial Black again. And we'll make this white again. There we go. And we'll center this right underneath our stop message. It looks pretty good here. And we're going to add a custom company logo here so we can know who we're talking about. So over in our upload sidebar here, we have our various 5S logos here that we could use. I think the white one would probably look best in this case. So drops onto the screen there, and we can resize this however we want. And again, you can use your shift key in combination with selecting these items to make a multiple selection. So for instance, if I wanted to pick both the stop text box and the look both ways text box, but I wanted to select them at the same time, I can do that. So first I click on one of the text boxes, then I hold shift and then click on the next text box, and that is selecting them both at the same time. So I want to make this a little bit bigger than what it is, so we're going to increase the size here with the handles, and maybe put that a little more in the middle, and maybe put this a little bit more up. See, it tries to center it, but you can use your arrow keys to get it exactly where you want it. And maybe we'll make the 5S logo a little bit bigger here. And there we go. We're all set. So now we've got ourselves a custom stop sign with a custom message and a custom logo built in as well. So this looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and submit this as well. Preview image looks good. Submit it again. Preview image shows up here on the left. So that all looks good. Just like in our previous step, I'm going to do 48 inches, and we're going to add a quantity of 3 here. We're going to add to the cart. And here's our cart. Again, we've got our stop sign with our 48-inch option and 3 of those, and our triangle caution sign, 48-inch, 3 of those. All right, so again, I could stop here and go ahead and order this, and our sales professionals here over at 5S Warehouse, they'll receive these and receive printable files that we'll get printing right away. And I'm going to do one more floor sign here that's going to have diagonals on it, so you can see what that looks like. So again, we'll go back to our floor signs page, and we're going to jump down here to the bottom, and I'm going to pick a white diagonal and red color here, square shaped. And we're going to customize the design. And we'll get our message up front here about the background color. And again, if you wanted to, you could go in here and change that background color by clicking on it. You can make it any color you want. Make it green, orange, purple, brown, whatever your heart. You can even make it pink if you wanted to. But in this case, I'm going to keep it red. So we'll click off of that there. And for this one, we're going to do a hearing protection required sign. So in our pre-done icons here, we're going to select our hearing protection required guy we've used in other videos. And I think black is a pretty good color here for this. You can see it pretty well. So we made him smaller and put him right in the middle. And go into our text. Click to add text to canvas. Hearing protection. And we'll skip down a line here and say required. And again, because we can center things here, we're going to select this text and center it right in the center there. It'll be aligned to the center. We're going to pick a black color. I think I'll go ahead and use Arial Black for this one too. Fix up our line spacing a little bit here. Maybe make this a little bit smaller. And that looks pretty good. And of course, if we wanted, again, to add our own company logo, we could do that here. Since we're on a white background, the full color logo would look pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in here. You can add it up into the upper left-hand corner or whatever works for you. We can go ahead and move our color logo here. And that looks pretty good. So I'm all set here. We're going to go ahead and hit submit. And submit again. And we get our preview image again here. And we're going to do the same thing we did on the previous two. 48-inch set of 1 with a quantity of 3. Add it to the cart. And now we have all 3 of our floor signs that we created here, ready to go, ready to order. And again, when we place this order, these printable files will head over to our production department, and we will have a completely ready to go printable file, ready without, doesn't need to be manipulated at all. And we can print these out on our machines and have it shipping out to you just as soon as possible here. If you do have any questions, go ahead and fill out the Contact Us form here on the Contact Us link, or if you prefer the phone, call our toll-free number here up in the upper left-hand corner. Talk with our sales reps. They're here to help you out, and we'd be happy to help in any way we can. All right, thank you very much.